Welcome back, everybody, to part 2 of our television tapings. Once again, we're in the first week of August of 1987, and we've already filmed 2 shows of the 4 total for this filming session. So we're going to get back into it here, and we're starting off with the second episode of AWA Championship Wrestling, which will air next week instead of this week in the game. So let's get back to our TV schedule and see what we have in store. All right, our first match is enhancement talent Blackie Guzman. That just does not age well at all. Versus Mike Graham. So let's see if Mike Graham is available. And imagine that Mike Graham is not. He's working for Championship Wrestling from Florida. So let's replace him with somebody here. And we'll take a look in a second. Blackie Guzman's not going to change. We're going to keep using him. Man, he had a hell of a look with that cowboy hat, didn't he? Look him up on YouTube. He actually was a pretty decent wrestler. So let's take a look in singles here. Let's see who's available. You know what? Alan West is available. I don't think we've had Nick Knichke on TV for a while. Let's give Nick Knichke a shot here. Remember, we turn off the enforcement of heel and face so our enhancement talents can wrestle anybody. Knichke's getting some major exposure here being on Championship Wrestling. So there we go. Knichke's going to get the win in 3 minutes. Bringing us right back. Enhancement talent Tom Fuller and Mike Tolis are going to wrestle McDaniel and Von Ratchke. You know what? I just had a brain freeze here. Tom Fuller's partner is Mike Tolis. Okay. There we go. We're going to set the match for 3 minutes. Tom Fuller. Mike Tolis, who was a long time enhancement talent for the AWA. I mean, like decades. His age may be wrong here at only 24. He may have been quite a bit older than that. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think he also wrestled as Tolos the Greek in some other independent promotions in the Chicago area. So here we go, McDaniel and Von Ratchke. Let's give Barron the win. This team is doing well. They're on a roll here. They're doing pretty well in the touring schedule too. They're getting a lot of television wins. I like this team. They're pretty entertaining. So our next match is going to be Julio Rodriguez, which I spelled wrong, versus Colonel De Beers. Remember, we said we're going to try to get Colonel De Beers some more television time and get him built up. I like Colonel De Beers. I thought he had a really good, annoying heel gimmick, borderline offensive. Why am I having a hard time spelling Rodriguez? So we're going to continue trying to get him on TV each week and get him built up, sorry. Julio Rodriguez is going to get beat up. That's why my brain was thinking that. Julio Rodriguez is another guy. I saw him in a couple enhancement matches on YouTube. He was a talented guy. He knew what to do. He made his opponents look great. So he'll make De Beers look great here also. So moving right along here, back to the schedule. Nacho Barrera, long-time enhancement talent for the AWA, is going to get destroyed by Jerry Blackwell. There's Jerry Blackwell, longtime AWA wrestlers, had a really good heel run with Ken Patera as the Sheiks, managed by Adnan Al-Kaisi. Stupid name for a team, kind of a stupid gimmick, but they were over. They won the World Tag Team title. So who am I to judge? All right, there's Blackwell. What do we got next here? I know this is a pain jumping back and forth, but it's totally effective. Okay, the weirdest enhancement gimmick of all time. Bun Boy Barton. I don't even want to know where that came from or who thought of it, but that is the strangest name for a wrestler I've ever heard. Bun Boy Barton, who was enhancement talent in the AWA. Well, he is going to be enhancing Rip Oliver here. We've talked about Rip Oliver before. I like him. I thought he was a solid wrestler, and he's going to get the win here over Bun Boy. You think Bun Boy's got a finisher called like the cinnamon roll or something? I mean, he's never going to win a match. We're not going to be able to know, but it'd be pretty cool if that was the case. All right, Bob Backlund's going to get some promo time here. We're going to check Bobby to see what his stats are. He may not have a good microphone stat at this point yet. Let's see. No, microphone's 85. Bobby Backlund's going to be just fine. And we're going to go real in depth with this one and just put Backlund cuts a promo. Now, in most cases, even on Championship Wrestling, well, maybe not on Championship Wrestling, that was to a national audience, but definitely on All-Star Wrestling, remember that was syndication. So their interviews, their promos, they would have to go and do like dozens of them for the upcoming towns. So that's where Eric Bischoff talks about how when he got his start in the AWA, he was a salesman for them selling syndication. And then he ended up being used once Larry Nelson got a DUI and wasn't able to be at one of the tapings for promos. That's how they started using Eric Bischoff. That's how he got his big break. Now this other guy, Burton, I can't remember his name. Tom Burton. There we go. I'm talking too much here, and I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Well, I am, but not really. So yeah, that was how Eric Bischoff got his start. So the AWA would bring everybody in, all their stars, and they'd spend like 8 hours cutting all these promos. That was on top of the TV tapings they were doing. And then what they would do is they would pair those interviews and put them in the tapes they were sending out for syndication. It was a great formula that worked for decades. Every other promotion did the exact same thing. Obviously, Bob Backlund's going to get the win here. He's just got a short promo, but that's okay. All right, we're going to have the Midnight Rockers here actually on the undercard. They're going to get a squash win. I don't usually do that too often, but to keep it realistic, they would have that happen. So, all right, the Rockers are not the greatest at promos here, so we're going to have them do a promo with Larry Nelson. So what this would be like what you used to see where Larry Nelson would stand there and hold the microphone and kind of guide the promo, and then Jannetty and Michaels would talk. They're also in a feud with the Midnight Express right now, so we're going to make sure that they talk about the Midnight Express. And Randy Rose. We don't have to put Paulie Dangerously on there. It's not necessary. So Larry Nelson is going to be rated on microphone. And let's try something here. Let's go with entertainment for Michaels and Jannetty. And then, of course, Condrey and Rose are going to be off screen. So who is the enhancement talent? Who are the enhancement talent? Greenlee and Leone. Let's see if Tony Leone's even available. Chuck Greenlee. Tony Leone is available. Wow. He's usually gobbled up by the WWF. So there's Marty Jannetty. And there is Shawn Michaels. Now, I have never used this auto name the segment, but a couple people have asked me about it, so I'm going to give it a shot here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's all right. Saves me some time. I like it. I also type 160 words a minute, so it doesn't bother me too much to type it out, but that did make things easier. So we may use it, we may not. We'll see. We're going to give Marty Jannetty the win here. Quick, easy win, enhancement win for the World Tag Team Champion team. Nick Bockwinkel's going to cut a promo. You know it's going to be awesome. So there we go. Let's get Nick on there. He's going to talk about Curt Hennig. This feud is going awesome. I was going to do a title change, but I'm going to keep this going. This chase is working out well. We can milk, excuse me, we could milk this out for at least a few more months. Fuck is this? Oh, that was an error. Sorry, road agent notes. There we go. Nick Bockwinkel cuts a promo. And then we're going to have Dick Slater versus Curt Hennig here. 14 minutes. Now, what do we want to do here for the finish? This is the AWA, so there was always a lot of screw jobs. I think it was a couple weeks ago where we can take a look here. I think we had Curt Hennig win by DQ because Nick Bockwinkel attacked, and I think it was right here. And we can double check on Hennig's match listing. If it was like more than 3 weeks ago, we can do it again. If it wasn't, I'm not going to. Okay, that was it, where he beat Zbsyzko by DQ. So that was back in June. So let's do it again. Same thing, because I don't want Slater to lose clean. So Curt Hennig, DQ. And we're going to go outside interference. Curt Hennig's right there. Nick Bockwinkel is here. So Bockwinkel is going to interfere, causing Slater to be disqualified. Okay, that's a pretty good 1987 AWA finish. So here we go. The card's all set. Let's start the show and let's see what we get. As I thought, not too much on that first opener, but it helps Knitschke. Nice match for an enhancement. Decent score. All right, Colonel De Beers had a nice score, nice match. Good. Jerry Blackwell. Oh, he's got nice chemistry with Barrera. Let's see if he got a squash. Yeah, there it is. Well executed squash. Some of these wrestlers have Squash Master in their attributes, and it really makes a difference. That was a nice feature that they added for 2020. Here's the famous Bun Boy Barton getting whooped up on by Rip Oliver. Good stuff. Let's see if that was a well-executed squash, too. It was not. You know what? We forgot to adjust our road agents, and we definitely want to remember that. So when I play these games just like this, I always keep a little notepad so I remember what to do, and we're going to add that to it here. Reduce road agents. Okay, Bob Backlund had a nice promo for only 3 minutes, 73. Bob Backlund whoops that ass with an atomic drop. Takes out Tom Burton. Well executed squash, excellent. This could have been better, but not terrible. We'll have to look into that and see what went wrong. Okay, the Rockers go ahead and make another tag team title defense. That's about all we thought we were going to get here, so. Oh, 95. Man, is he good. And it's almost like he's getting better here. How can we take the title off this guy when he's putting in performances like this? Wow. Slater versus Hennig got a nice score here. So Bockwinkel runs in. Hennig gets the win. Nice. Let's see what our overall score was. Very good, 78. Gives us an up in all of our regions. Excellent. That is a nice TV show for 1987 AWA. All right, now we're moving over to film the second show for All Star Wrestling. So we're going to start out with a ladies' match, Garcia versus Mitchell. And last episode, I misspoke. Debbie Combs was the one that got the racked up ribs, not Wendy Richter. So I apologize about that. I made an error. All right, Garcia versus Mitchell here. Now, I only have 4 lady enhancement talents. I'm going to have to get some more if I can. So we'll take a look after this and see who's out there and see who's available and see if we can't sign them and get them in. Penny Mitchell gets the win. Penny Mitchell's a good hand. She's been working out real well for us. So that's a nice squash match. Reese and Richards versus the Russians. I like this Russian team. Even though I don't think too much is Soldat Ustinov, he had a great look. Boris Zhukov was really good, and it shows in this game. And there's a reason why McMahon stole him. So it's Frank Reese. It should be Mike Richards. Maybe he's not available. Either that or I'm looking for the wrong guy. Yeah, Mike Richards. Huh. He must not be available. We're going to exclude already booked. So let's put David Price in there with him. No. Let's put... I don't know why this is difficult. It's pretty easy. Let's put Steve... Maybe we just use Butler. No, we didn't. Let's put Steve Butler in there with him. And then we're looking at tag teams. The Russians. Okay. We're going to give Ustinov the win. Because I don't think he's had one for a little bit. That's a good squash right there. Keep building up those Russians. Mikey Jones is going to get handled by DJ Peterson. Watch out. Serious mullitude coming here. Mikey Jones didn't have a mullet. I thought he did. DJ Peterson's got a pretty good one going. DJ Peterson's got the Magnum. He's winning the Magnum TA lookalike contest. He was good though. I liked him. He was good in the ring. If I remember correctly, DJ Peterson was a Central States guy that then ended up working full time for the AWA. So he was a Geigel product. All right, Alex Knight is going to wrestle Adnan Al-KC. So we're going to get the Sheik some work in here. Since we have him losing to Jerry Lawler all the time, we got to get him some wins somewhere. We're going to get it for him through television here. All right, LKC takes the win. Easy money. LKC was a good wrestler. He's in his late 40s here at this point, and he could still really go. All right, Tom Benninghouse is going to wrestle Greg Gagne. Everybody's favorite, Greg Gagne. I already gave you my opinions on him. I thought he was a very good wrestler. I just thought he was limited with his look and his charisma. Tom Benninghouse as we've said before, would end up teaming with Mike Moran, and they would become Disorderly Conduct in WCW. Tom Benninghouse was a good wrestler. He had good size. He was good. So obviously, Greg Gagne is going to get the win here. We'll just keep the microphone away from him. All right, Ray Stevens is going to cut a promo. Just a random promo. Get Ray Stevens some work. Ray Stevens was always very good on the microphone. This might get us a decent little score. At this point in time, in 1987, Ray Stevens was doing a lot of color commentary. We're not using him as a color commentator. We're using him as a part-time wrestler. So this is just a way to get him on the show. So Big Bobby Duncum is going to destroy Chris Zarna. Remember, we just brought Bobby Duncum in. This is a good way to get him on TV. Bobby Duncum was a monster. I could watch him all day. When I was doing my research today, watching old YouTube videos and that on the AWA, I saw him in quite a few matches. He was really good. Really good. All right, Duncum wins that one. Scott Hall's going to cut a promo. And we're going to have him cut his promo on Bockwinkel and Zbsyzko. He's part of that feud. And that feud is working out really well. So Bockwinkel and Zbsyzko will be off screen. Now you're probably asking, why all these angles are just promos and that. We'll start building up to some run-ins and stuff like that. No doubt, we'll start building up to that. But right now, we're just really trying to nurture these feuds and get things heated up. Tom Stone is going to wrestle Scott Hall. For those of you that don't know, Tom Rocky Stone was with the AWA for many years, and he helped train quite a few guys. I've been hearing him in some podcasts recently. He's probably in his late 60s now, maybe even early 70s. And I've heard him on some podcasts telling some really interesting stories. He's got a unique insight, and he was heavily involved in the AWA, especially towards the end. So obviously, Scott Hall is going to get the win. Now we're going to have a Bockwinkel and Zbsyzko promo. And this should be solid. Should be another solid promo. Both these guys can talk. Nick Bockwinkel, Larry Zbsyzko. And of course, we're going to get Kurt Hennig and Scott Hall in there too. They're not going to be in the promo. They're just going to be talked about. So there's microphone and microphone. Hey, if any of you any suggestions for how to do better with angles and promos and what to use, entertainment, microphone, that kind of stuff, by all means, just contact me or drop something in the comments, and I'd be more than happy to give it a shot. Okay, we had Ray Stevens cut that promo, and I wasn't looking. We got him paired in a tag team with Billy Robinson, and they're going to take on Bockwinkel and Zbsyzko. This is going to be a really good match. We're going to have to figure out how we're going to do this finish. This would be a really good all-star wrestling main event, even for 1987. All these guys are past their prime, except for Zbsyzko. But this would still be a good main event. So we're going to go 14 minutes, obviously. There's Ray Stevens. There's Nick Bockwinkel. Larry Zbsyzko. And Billy Robinson. Okay, what do we want to do here? Let's have Zbsyzko win by cheating. And let's have Ray Stevens take the loss because Stevens isn't wrestling full time. So let's get Tainted in there. There we go. Let's see if Stevens complains. He does not. So we're good to go. Let's give this one a shot here. Penny Mitchell looked good. Ustinov looks good. Yeah, I had to laugh. It said, that Rod Trongard was the announcer for this, and every time I think of the AWA, I always think of Rod Trongard. This is Rod Trongard, coast to coast. He was a talent. He had a unique style. So DJ Peterson takes the win just like we thought. Look at this. LKC puts up a really good number. I'm telling you, the Sheik's looking good. And he's not showing his age here. Wow. All right. We got to start doing some six-mans with him and the Russians. Because an Arab Sheik would really be doing business with communists. But hey, it's pro wrestling. It's all right. They got good chemistry together. Greg Gagne takes out Benninghouse with the Gagne sleeper. Nice. At this time period, Gagne was still wearing his trunks from the 70s as part of the High Flyers, like these tie-dye trunks. It was such an awful look. But at least he wasn't, I don't think he was doing that stupid camouflage shirt thing anymore when he was trying to partner up with Slaughter. I could be wrong on that, but it was awful. All right, Stevens has a nice promo here. Duncombe looks terrific. Excellent. Let's see if he gets the squash. Yep. Ooh, that is a heck of a promo there. Scott Hall is developing nicely on the microphone. Now we know who to put into more promos. Nice. Scott Hall gets the win with the fallaway slam. Tom Stone does what Tom Stone does best and lays on his back and counts the lights. And this, another nice number for that promo. 84. Excellent. 85. That is solid. Solid. Well, I'll tell you, we're going to get moving here, but this is exciting. This is really good TV tapings here. Good quality TV tapings. Bumps us up in all the regions that it's being shown on, all the syndicated regions. This was good. This was good for us. That's 2 weeks of solid television for the AWA. Tell you, this save is going really well. We haven't had any major problems yet, not any major injuries. I think all our feuds are pretty hot right now. We're starting to see some guys really surprise us. Scott Hall really surprised me with that one. And this is going great. Now check this out. Lawler's got a hot new catchphrase. So that means his terrific promos are just going to keep getting better here. What is this? WWF with ABC? Wow. That's impressive. That is impressive. Imagine that. Jerry Lawler's tired. Good thing we only have him wrestle once a week. We knew about Mad Mountain Mike. Okay, we took some notes. So let's check it out. Reduce road agents. So let's see who we have as road agents here and what we're going to do with them. Because we do have too many. There's quite a few guys that just do not need to be road agents right now. Greg Gagne and Vern Gagne definitely stay. Okay, there is no reason for Tony Parisi to be a road agent. There is no reason for Nelson Royal to be a road agent. I like Larry Hennig still as a road agent, and I'm cool with the Assassin being a. You know what? No, I'm not, because the Assassin's spreading. He's spreading his time between here and Deep South. So the Assassin does not need to be a road agent. Okay, so let me show you how this is done. So for Tony Parisi here, right? It's one of these two. We click over. There it is, right there. We remove the road agent feature from him. Okay. Nelson Royal does not need to be a road agent. And we said the assassin is no longer going to be a road agent for us. So no reason to pay these guys if they're not on the card. So good. I feel much better about that. So here we are Thursday. And we should have a tour coming up here on Friday. We do not. You know why? Because I've been adding them in month to month. So let's go ahead and add our tour in. So that's 67. That one's good to go. Now we're going to go with 68, which is the first week of August. That's going to be Friday. So 69 be the Saturday. 70 be the Sunday. And then we'll do next week's too right away. So that's a Friday. 71. This is a nice feature. They didn't have this in 16 either. This is a really nice feature. You can really do a lot of work here like this. 73 be Sunday. Well, we might as well just keep going here. '74, '75 Saturday. 76 Sunday. Don't worry, if you make a mistake, it'll let you know. 77 Friday, week 4. 78 Saturday, week 4. 79 Sunday, week 4. All right, so we're all set for upcoming events. We just finished some big TV shows here. Did really well. This is exciting. We did want to look at some female wrestlers, though, remember? Going to try to find some other enhancements. So I would like to look for unemployed. Man, Ann Casey is unemployed. She was a good wrestler. Joyce Grable was a good wrestler. I can't have her taking losses. Okay, so Malia Hosaka here is brand new. So she's going to have no problem doing jobs for us. So obviously I'm only going to give her a per show, 20 bucks, ongoing. Yeah, no ironclad clause. Okay, so we'll make that offer to her. And let's take a look at our notepad, see if we had anything else. Oh, we have those enhancement talents we created. So we want to go ahead and try to sign them. Remember the one guy's name was Sam. There he is, Sam Villo. Per show. There we go. And then the other guy's name was Patrick, something Patrick. There he is, Ben Patrick. Great hair, I'm telling you. Excellent hair. Ongoing. No travel costs. Okay, we're going to cover your travel expenses. And then when I sign you, we're going to take that out of your contract. Okay, so we got some serious work in here. This is a good show. Looking around, at the other promotions, this is a terrible card, but they still got a sellout. All American Wrestling, Iron Mike Sharp defeated the Ultimate Warrior. Oh my goodness. What is going on over here? All right, so that does it for this video, folks. Thanks for coming along and watching this with us. And again, our save is getting exciting here. I feel good about it. I hope you stick with me and we see this one through. And please, if you haven't already, give us a like, subscribe, and if you want to play this mod, go ahead and go to my website, braddrake.net/contact. Let me know, and I can email you over a link to the Google page. And also, If you're interested in talking about this mod with us on Facebook, you can go to facebook.com/1987supermod. Thanks a lot, folks. Have a good one.